Hey guys, what's going on? We've been out here searching around today. We're gonna take a little break actually. Figure a perfect time to come on visit with y'all. Found a little tree, get some water, get some shade. A good little spot. We marked this spot the other day. We wanted to dig it and we're just not getting back, so we're gonna work on that. Try and get this heavy bag off of me. Put it right there so we don't, that's that spot we marked the other day, remember? So I wanted to make sure we got that spot. That bag gets heavy after a while. Really heavy. But how y'all doing today? Still no updates on anything. I checked a while ago. I couldn't find any updates at all on anything, so we're trying to see if there's any, but there's not. We're gonna dig here in a little bit, like I said, but right now we're taking a little breather, gonna get some water. But I wanted to talk to y'all a little bit about that young man by the name of Sebastian Rogers. I'll take a break. He was on my mind today. We were looking and we found a few things today. I'm gonna drop those videos a little later. And I wanted to just bring his name up again, spread a little awareness, right? And remember, allegedly, these are my opinions, guys, and only my opinions. My speculations, my theories, my thoughts. That's it, Ruby's thoughts. Not to reflect the channel. And we did want to come out and spread a little awareness for him today. I know I'm dropping a lot of the old searching videos that I did. Trigger warning and times 100 million, but I've been going through them and trying to watch a little bit of my work and try to figure out which ones I can post. I have a few more that I'm gonna post later today when I get done, but I just feel like I haven't really talked much about it, right? At all. Hold on, I gotta put the battery pack down, but I'm gonna sit down for a minute. But anyway, guys, I did wanna talk a little bit about, I see you, Rick. I see you. You're gonna get in here and tangle me up, right? What I figured you were gonna do. Sit down. And so I did wanna, hold on. I did wanna, come on, sorry, she's jumping all over me right now. I'm gonna get your snack. Hold on, back up. She wants her snack. And then I'm gonna get her, sit down, sit. Good girl, sit. All right. I did wanna come on for a minute and, oh, now you don't want it? You don't want it? As soon as you eat it, you're gonna want it. All right, I'll put it right there. Let her eat one and she'll want it. They're like little, like goldfish for dogs. She likes them. And I just want to talk about this kid a little bit because I feel like there's a lot that's going on that's not being talked about a lot. I mean, it is a little, and I know there's some kind of stuff going on, and you know, the Tinkerbell video and these few things that, but when you really think about it, there's not very much, right, at all. And I feel like, I wonder how much they have, right? I wonder how much they have as far as like, you know, information or video footage or anything. You know, they're not going to release it, we know that, right, guys? But I am curious to how much they are holding within, right? And so that way we could kind of get an idea of, sorry to y'all watching her eat, but she's taking a break too. But I do feel that they must have something, right? And I do believe that. I do believe that they have to have something. I know they've been awful quiet about it, and that's great. That's what we want them to do, right? And we want them to not really be much into telling us everything, because when they only get that one shot, right? When it comes to trial or court, they only get one shot, and we have to take that in consideration. I mean, yes, he's been missing a long time, and it's almost Christmas. His birthday's come and gone. All the holidays have come and gone, Thanksgiving, a few other things. But, you know, I never really talked. I talked a little bit about what went on when we were there with those people, but just to see, I'm starting to think more that they're just upset that everybody is like searching over and over and over and over and over and over in their areas, their towns, their counties, right? And I think it's really starting to bother people as far as just, you know, they feel like they don't have no sense of peace, right? Like they have no relaxation or no, like everything's being talked about a lot, which that's what you're supposed to do in a missing child's case, especially one with autism, right? And this is a special needs child that needed, yes, he's educated, he's smart, he's very smart, but I mean, I think everybody in that town knows something, right? I think they have their own opinions of what they feel, especially the neighbors that know them, that live next to them all this time. And, you know, I don't blame them for not talking because you do live next to them, right? So it would be really hard if you talked and you're the neighbor, right? Because then you never know. No, what would happen or what would be said or something, right? You have to live next to them. So I've always kind of defended the neighbors as far as that goes, because I have felt like I'm sure they've talked to the LE, right? But not to, you know, different media's outlets and things like that. And I think the teachers know a lot, right? I do. I think the CPS reports, a lot of them might have came from the teachers. And we don't know if there's 2, if there's 4 or 5. The only thing we know is there's probably 2 and 1's still active. And the 1's still active because he was never able to testify, right? So we know that that's more of a motive than anything. And I've always felt that from the get-go. I mean, I know there's a 10% chance that this kid did run away, but barefooted with no phone, no nothing. I don't see it, especially on the spectrum, when everything has to be a certain way. I don't think he would have locked the door if he'd have left. I think it would have been unlocked. I do believe that, but, you know, of course, my opinions, right? And allegedly my opinions, but, you know, I wish Ruby could tell me her opinion, right? I'm sure, as much as we searched up there, I'm sure, right? And it's heartbreaking that all these children are missing, and, you know, we want to try to help them all, and not all of them get the spotlight like this, but kind of like Riley Strand stole the spotlight for a while, and then when he was found, it's like it all went straight over to Sebastian because it was in the same state. And I think a lot of people were realizing that it was going to get the next big blow up, right? And which is wonderful. It's wonderful for Sebastian that this many people care, that this many people talk about it. It's great. It's just, we have to realize that the facts are not much. And that's where our opinions come in. And the longer it takes, like I always said, the more the speculation, right? And so I do feel that it's only going to grow more, especially now that a lot more people are back talking about it again because of all the RICOs and all this stuff that went on and went around, right? The cease and desist and all these things. And it did slow down a lot, but now it's right back to full force, which is great. But there is an awful lot of children in that state that are missing. And just to think about breaks my heart is that a lot of people, a lot of these children that are missing there are not being searched for. And that's kind of where I come in as far as I want to go search for those children because I feel like nobody is. And I feel like you're never going to get an answer if you don't look and you don't search, right? And as heartbreaking as this may sound, I don't believe that Sebastian Rogers is with us. I really don't. I feel like, you know, something bad happened, some foul play happened, right? Trigger warning, I do feel that. And I don't know what the whole particular reason was behind it. I don't know if it was foul play, if it was a motive to foul play, if it was, or if the kid just simply ran off and somebody grabbed him and, you know, he's gone, right? I mean, it's the sad thing is it's a possibility that we'll never know. And that's what really hurts, right? And that's what hurts all of y'all, is that there's a slight chance that we may never know. Just like Summer Wells, we may never know. I think we have more of a stronger formed opinion on Summer Wells, right? Because of the way that the household was and the way that this case happened. But I mean, I don't know. That's another one that really bugs me a lot. This poor little Summer, that beautiful little angel, never had a shot, right? And, all this stuff about, Sebastian was going to go live with Seth, but was that true? Because a lot of people are saying it's not true. So do we know? No, we don't really know for a fact. I guess we know that it was probably going to happen maybe in the summer, but that's what makes me wonder. There had to be a motive. And maybe the motive was him going to live with his father. Maybe he was going to start telling everything and they were worried about that. Maybe that's why they're not out there searching. They're not out there doing it because they know, right? A lot of people feel that way. I do too, in a way. I feel like they should be out there searching. Every day. Posting hundreds of flyers a day. That's what families do. I mean, look at this little Caleb Collins case. The grandma is the one that started this, and that great aunt. Family members care, and I'm sure it's very hard when only one side is searching. Only one side. Now, I wouldn't say if the grandparents on the other side were searching, then we would feel differently. But nobody on that side, on the mother's side, is searching. Nobody. So I feel like something's got to give, right? Like, I do feel FBI needs to step in and take them and separate them and keep them for 48 hours and just see what they can do. That's the only way we're going to at least be able to say, hey, they took them in, right? At least they gave it a shot. And if nothing comes out of it, nothing comes out of it. But it doesn't hurt to try it. And I know there's been petitions for the FBI and all this, and it just never really did much. But I am so thankful that they did put out a reward for this child. The FBI did step up and do that, and that's wonderful. And I know their hands are probably tied on a lot of this because they don't have full control of the case. But if they did, we would probably have a different outcome. Because they have so much more resources, and that's what it is. They have tons of resources. Tons of Secret Service resources. Tons of everything, right? And it's the holidays, guys. I just wanted to come on for a minute while we took our break, and we're fixing to get back at it, and I'm kind of metal detecting, so I can't really do both, but we're gonna keep y'all posted on everything, guys, and we'll keep talking about this child and get his name out there, just like all of them. All the missing, all the voices, all need to be found and brought home. They all need justice, right? They do. And we all need answers. At least Seth needs the answers. Not necessarily us, but Seth does. He's out there fighting, bless his heart, every day. And it's got to be tough when the other side won't help him. I'm sure it eats him up inside. He was married to that woman for a long time, so I'm sure it eats him up, right? But we can't do anything about that, guys. All we can do is pray and keep spreading his face. And he is missing, and we know that. So all we can do is pray that he's found. One way or another, he's found. So y'all guys have a wonderful day. Remember, these are just my thoughts, my opinions, my speculation. And we'll talk to y'all on the next one, trigger warning. All right, guys, we're going to go. All right, bye.